Guys, watch out for this in the person you want to marry, is that you need to learn the heart of peace. Now, the opposite of a peaceful woman is a contentious woman. And I'd like to tell the guy that in all honesty, the hips won't matter for long. The pink lips won't matter for long. They are okay. The physique and all those things won't matter for long. At some point in your life, when reality sets in, you will need peace more than anything else. And do you know you can know a peaceful woman before you marry her? People believe some demonic stuff. Can I talk to you a bit? Some demonic stuff like women's head used to touch, like a woman may not even know what's wrong with her, just want to cause trouble. Have you seen things like that? It's demonic. It's not true. That's not your nature. You are not your temperament. Temperaments are real, but you are spirit controlled. Now, when I'm having my menstrual flow, I just get angry, I get provoked, I can talk anyhow. You should know that the way I woke up this morning, that something is happening. So I'm not shut up. Deborah had menstrual flow in the Bible. It didn't begin with you. Esther had menstrual flow. You are quiet. It looks like, Pastor, you are not understanding what we women go through. I said Esther had menstrual flow in the Bible, and she was married to a king. She honored him. Talk to me now. She honored him. I never saw anywhere in the Bible any woman complain that I'm hungry because I'm having menstrual. You are simply not a peaceful person. Period. You like wahala. Just like trouble. Your mood is not you. You have the Holy Ghost to regulate. And I'm saying this, listen, because lack of peace in the home is a master key in the hands of the devil.
Femi Lazarus, shut up. Shut up, make sure no. Make sure no. Shut up. What would it take for you to shut up? I really need you to shut the fuck up. Mention to one on we could bolo wegi. Shut up. I never saw any woman in the Bible that was complaining about menstruation.
You know, I saw a lady on TikTok raining insult on Apostle Femi Lazarus because of what he said about menstrual pain and cramps and whatever. You know, I watched her video, read comments, I saw people throwing insult at this man, so I was moved to go and watch the video, like the full video, and I was like, how? He said that your cramps, it's not an excuse for bad behavior. Yes, I am a woman. I'm in my 20s, so I'm very much still seeing my period, and I am one person that have very painful period. I have 3 sisters, all girls. I have 3 sisters. We are 4 girls, 1 boy. And I tell you for a fact that your cramps is not an excuse for bad behavior. Yes, it is not a reason why you're going to be rude because you're on your period. Yes, you're going through pains. I go through pains. I stay quiet. I even vomit. I even throw up while I'm on my periods. A lot of things happen to me. I have headaches, my leg pain, everything. But I won't say because I'm on my period, then I'll start being rude to people or being rude to my man or anybody around me because I am on my period. It's all about being a feminist. Some people had to tell him, shut up, he's stupid, he's this, he's that, he's a whole lot of things. It's what it is about being a feminist, because I kid you not, it doesn't make any sense to me. You people do not have any respect again. Anybody that says anything, you just want to.
What if I told you there was a disease that makes women want to kill themselves month after month after month, and most doctors have no idea why? It is not normal to have severe mood swings before your period. It is not normal to be disinterested from the things you love to do before you get your period. It is not normal to be so sensitive to sounds, smells, lights, or touch before you get your period. It is not normal to not be able to sleep at night for days on end before you get your period. It is not normal to have feelings of rage inside of you before you get your period. But for 6 million women, this is what it feels like to have PMDD, or premenstrual dysphoric disorder. I'm Dr. Erin Nance, a board-certified orthopedic surgeon, and this is day 12 of my 31 for 31 series on the most commonly misdiagnosed conditions that affect women. PMDD is a biological disorder. It is not a behavioral choice to act this way. Many women who suffer from PMDD say That's not me when all of this is going on. It doesn't feel like themselves. PMDD is an abnormal brain reaction to the normal hormone cycles that happen when we get our periods. These symptoms only happen in the 1 to 2 weeks before the period, and that's when these mood changes, they only occur before the period starts. There is no single way that everyone experiences PMDD. The symptoms vary from mild to severe. They can vary from month to month within the same individual. PMDD was added in 2019 to the official diagnostic list of diseases called the ICD-10 classification system, which really helped to validate this disease as something that is true. Women experience it. This is not something that they are making up in their heads. PMDD is commonly misdiagnosed as bipolar, borderline personality disorder, or anxiety. And PMDD very commonly shows up in women who also have a diagnosis of ADHD. So if you feel like you do not want to be alive before you get your period, please talk to someone. There is help for you. And if you've had PMDD, please share your story, share your tips. You never know who is watching this video. There are really young girls who are just starting to get their period. There are older women who have had their period for a long time and just never understood what these symptoms could mean. Thank you for watching, and I hope you feel better.
Now, if you got to this part of this video, thank you for staying through to this point. Now, let's talk about it. This might actually agitate some people, but I just want you to listen, objectively and logically. Now, what Pastor Femi Lazarus was saying is correct. That's the truth. That's number one truth. And of course, at this point, a lot of people are already pissed. Of course, you can express yourself in the comment section, but what he's saying is correct, and that is why we had to bring balanced perspective, and that's what we do in this channel. You see, we allowed Pastor Femi Lazarus to deliver the trending clip. That was not a full message, it's a trending clip, and of course it was spread by Yaba Left and all that, and people began to react. And you saw the first person that, of course, buttressed his points. That's that first lady that commented with the red singlet is a perfect example of what Pastor Femi Lazarus is saying. That is a violent person. You understand? That person already proves his point 100% right. Then another angle, another perspective is the fact that, okay, there are people who are also women who experience it and say you choose to allow your temperament control you. Your temperament is not you, which is basically what Apostle Femi Lazarus is saying. Now we have to go online and look for the extreme cases, and that's why we play this third video looking at it now from a medical perspective. You can see medically it's in 5 or 3 to 8% of women, and this is an extreme case. Just like the woman said, you feel like killing yourself, you feel like ending it, or you feel like taking your life. That level of pain and feeling is actually a disease. And come to think about it, it's a lady that posted this video to reply people in the comment section, thinking that women, sometimes it is good to listen logically, and this is talking to all women, with all due respect. It is good to listen to things logically at times, especially when you want to have serious conversations or educative conversations like this, and not emotionally. Women listen emotionally more than logically, because if you listen to what Apostle Femi Lazarus is saying, number one, he was not just talking, he was not talking down on the menstrual flow. He was using it as a yardstick to say this is why you are being reckless and rude and stupid. Do you understand? Basically, sorry for the use of language, but yes, you shouldn't be stupid and be insulting. You shouldn't be insultive. You shouldn't be reckless. You shouldn't be angry. You shouldn't destroy things because of the ideology that, it is, I'm in my period, mood swing. And that is a selfish way to live a life. And as a married man, he understands what he's saying. The Bible says it is better to go and stay in the desert or top of the roof than to be in the same house with a nagging woman. Imagine having to go through life every 2 weeks of your life. You have to condition yourself or manage how you move in the house because you have somebody that cannot control their temperament, giving the excuse of a natural phenomenon that happens to almost all the women on earth. And the extreme scenario is a disease. This is a disease. The person that posted this thing did not listen to this woman, that this is actually a disease, and it happens between 3 to 8% of the women. If you are one of the 3 to 8% of the women worldwide that experiences this, of course, like she said, she ended it with, go and seek for help. You shouldn't be mad or be stupid because you are experiencing a monthly flow. Of course, as a man, of course, we will never understand the pain, but you will never understand the heartbreak a man feels when he doesn't have peace in the house. And that's basically what, Pastor Femi Lazarus is saying. You understand basically what he's saying. You should not be a violent person and tie it to a natural phenomenon that you can't control when there are other people that experience it. It's just like saying all men are polygamous in nature. Many people say that, and this is a diabolic or a demonic fact, because men have the tendency to reproduce and to fall in love or love multiple women. And that's why the Bible instructs men. It said, husband, love your own wife, because a man has the capacity to love other people's women at the same time. Men are naturally polygamous in nature, but we are spirit controlled. You shouldn't say because you are polygamous in nature, you now allow it to control you and decide to begin to jump around and begin to sleep with other women. There is no married man today that will boldly, who can't say that, but I don't think there's any married man who says since they got married to their wife, they've not seen a more beautiful woman that appeals to their choice or their taste. If they have decided to look at their wife, they have looked at their wife responsibly, because they are taking responsibility and they are controlling their emotions and how they feel about other women because they are married. So you can't come out and say, okay, because we are polygamous in nature, which is what a lot of men do too, and we're also against it. And of course, if you listen to Pastor Femi Lazarus, in fact, the same Pastor Femi Lazarus that women are now fighting is somebody that actually speaks up for the women. I remember some years back, 2-3 years ago, when he started trending and started being global on Instagram and all that, women were the ones that could relate to his messages, because he could feel their trauma, he could feel their pain, talking about abuse, talking about growing with abuse and insult. And he also has a personal encounter about women that have been abused and all that. So this helps him to connect more, and women loved it. But the moment you touch an area they do not agree with you, they just go off. This lady in the comment section, and I just had to play because hers was about the extreme amongst others. She was really raining insult, and we could not play her. We can't have her insult an anointed man of God on our platform and allow it to slide. We just had to put it there for people to just know and see what Pastor Femi Lazarus is actually saying. This person, this lady, the first lady, is a troublemaker, is a troublesome person. Take it or leave it. This person is a troublesome person. Just forget about it. He's a troublesome person. So it's not even the period. Even if she's doing this thing now, somebody was even saying maybe she actually is on her period. That's why she's like this. No, this is a troublesome person by nature. You understand? One Pastor Femi Lazarus with 100% support him. You should not let the fact that you have monthly period and it comes with excruciating pain. Look at this second lady. She says she even throws up. I can't imagine throwing up every month. You understand? They go through pain, but look at how she is still saying that what he's saying is true. She doesn't have to be rude to her man or her husband or her or people around her because she's going through a period. That's a selfish, demonic way to live your life. You map out 2 weeks of your life or 1 week, depending on how long it stays with you. Map it out and say, this period I choose myself, and whatever I decide is what will stand, and I want my happiness and I want everybody around me to be sad. You say you are having mood swing, you want everything around you should be pleasing to you, then everybody can go to hell for the next 2 weeks because you are in a period. No, that is a bad way to live. And if you don't like it, of course you can leave, but I'm telling you the truth. What Pastor Femi Lazarus said is 100% truth. I will not shy away because you are emotional beings and you flare up. You don't even want to listen. The lady that posted this medical line did not even take out time to listen to what the lady was saying, the doctor was saying. She says it's a disease. That's for people that their own is extreme. Do you feel like killing yourself? Do you feel like committing suicide? If that is your own level, you feel like killing somebody, you feel like doing things, you feel like jumping off the bridge or going into the river and all that. If your own is that extreme, then seek help. Simple. So if you do not like what Apostle Femi Lazarus said, that means you are a troublesome person. You are a troublesome person. I've been with people who, of course, have their period. Of course, I have sisters, I have siblings. They have their period. We go and get things for them. It doesn't make them to say they are not going to cook, or they are not going to do things in the house, or they are not going to do what they are supposed to do normally. Of course, that's wrong. That's wrong. It's this generation, and the truth is the fact that this Western world has added names to a lot of things. Many of the names you see, some people they give it a name. You are attracted to children, and there is a name for it. In fact, you charge them to court, and they will call it disorder, mental. Somebody is mad, and you are saying is mental disorder, is a bipolar. What kind of nonsense names that are? People are just being reckless, and there is always a name, and that's what the devil has done. Is now giving names to stupid things. People are attracted to crazy things, and there are names to back it up. And you see people begin to share information and say, it is medically proven. It is. What kind of nonsense is that? I 100% support Apostle Femi Lazarus in this one. I 100% support it. Whether I'm not a woman, I'm a man, and the only thing I like, once somebody said something very, very reasonable. He said what Apostle Femi Lazarus is saying is right, but he doesn't also have the right to comment on the menstrual flow of women because he doesn't have a personal experience of it, But thank God, a woman has come out and said it, and said I also go through it. In fact, I also throw up in my own time, but I don't have to be saucy or be insultive. That's the only part I said, okay, this lady is very logical because she reasoned with what he said, you understand, and she also said, okay, you don't also have the right to talk about it because you personally don't have an experience. And that's another thing, another yardstick women use, especially when you want to counsel people and they'll be like, you don't know what I'm going through, you don't know what I'm feeling. You always want people that are in your feelings to understand what you are feeling before they can help you out. So that means nobody can actually help you because you want people to already be in that you're feeling to be able to help you out. Sometimes it's just funny. Sometimes I know women are emotional beings, they're emotionally wired, you understand, more of their emotions. But sometimes when you are discussing with a man, men are not connecting that way. Men are not that emotional. Men are logical, men are objective. So if you're having a conversation with a man, especially on this critical topic, the man knows that he's speaking to your feelings, you know that you are speaking to logic. So this is why we always have a clash, and this is why this person just came out and started ranting. Pastor Femi Lazarus was preaching to the men. It is men that should take cue of what he was actually saying. Such a lady, this lady on red, now I hope she's already married. If she's not married, that's already a big red flag for a man, because if this lady can come out and insult a man of God, somebody that is this anointed, a man of God, and just rain curses on the fact that the man said the truth, he said things that are true, then that's to tell you the kind of person, the troublesome person she already is. And that's just the truth. This is why we always have this argument when men are talking, they are talking from reasoning, women are talking from feeling, how what he said makes them feel. And that's why this one came out and she was ranting. This is what we think, and we actually support Apostle Femi Lazarus in this video 100%. If you do not like it, that's your choice, and we are of course open to our own opinion. And of course the comment section is open for you. You can put whatever you feel in the comment section. If you're new to this channel, please hit the like button, share and subscribe. Bye for now. Nonsense.